Hey guys, welcome back, and this time we're reviewing an underrated sequel, in my opinion, to one of the most brilliant animated films of all time in Walt Disney Pictures history, and that is The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. And I have this on DVD and Blu-ray. This is not signatured because it's not as popular as the first one, obviously, but this is a direct-to-video sequel, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. This one came out in 1998, 4 years after the original was released, and yeah, so the basic plot line is that Simba and Nala have a cub named Kiara, and basically she wants to basically like explore like throughout the Pride lands, and Simba's overprotective, and then she ends up meeting another cub like herself named Kovu, who is the heir of Scar, Simba's uncle, and it turns out that Kovu's whole family is exiled from the Outlands because they were Scar's pride, part of Scar's pride for that matter. And then years later, yeah, I didn't know that Simba's family and Kovu's family don't get along at all, and then Kiara and Kovu end up falling in love, and they basically try to make things right with both their families. And to me, this is a very good sequel. I've always loved this one ever since I was a little kid. I remember borrowing it on VHS from my local library when they used to have VHS tapes. I rented this one from them a lot, and then I ended up getting my own copy of it on VHS. And it was on VHS for a very long time. It didn't come out on DVD for years, but there have been multiple releases of this one on DVD and Blu-ray as well, but this is the most recent one. And I have to say it's a very good deal, if you ask me. The original DVD release, there was like 2 discs. It was okay. I ended up getting rid of that because I wore the hell out of that thing, but this is a lot better. The DVD transfer and the Blu-ray transfers are different from each other, that's pretty much like a rare occasion. A lot of people like think that how like Blu-ray is automatically going to be better, but to be honest, it's not always the case. I've actually noticed that on a lot of films that I've owned on Blu-ray that were not that big of a difference compared to the DVD transfers. But the DVD transfer looks like that they took the VHS copy and just put it on the DVD. So the DVD copy isn't really all that great, but it's still a good movie to watch. But the Blu-ray transfer is absolutely beautiful. It's a lot better than the DVD copy, I have to say. But I'm not saying that the DVD version is horrible, but I just prefer the Blu-ray over it. But yeah, here's the front, spine, and here's the back. Very good front and back art cover work, and here are the discs themselves. There's a standard DVD and the Blu-ray itself. And yeah, this also is like $25 now, so not that bad for a Disney film that's currently out of print. A lot of these are actually out of print. Like the first one, some of its releases are out of print too. I forgot to mention that. And also, a lot of people compared this one to Hamlet, which to me it's just like Hamlet. It's basically like the same story except with lions. And this one, Lion King 2, is like Romeo and Juliet, because both families of the two lovers basically hate each other's guts, so it's pretty much Romeo and Juliet except with lions, basically. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, really. And there's also very good characters you get, especially Kovu, who is Scar's heir, and like he does look like Scar, but Scar's actually not his father. It's actually talked about too that he's actually not his father. His older brother, Nuka, voiced by Andy Dick, surprisingly, even says that how that like he just took him in and everything, and he actually wanted Nkovu to take his place as the new king. Yeah, and you get some backstory about Scar and his pride, and I thought all that was pretty interesting and everything. And before this is actually, well, it's a TV series now, but it's called Lion Guard. That show actually takes place before this, so you actually get more information about Scar's pride in that show. I haven't watched the show. I mean, I have, but not like the whole series. But like, there's also a short film too called The Lion Guard. It's like something about like the roar or something like that, but it's pretty good too. Yeah, it's a very, very good sequel. I've always liked it as a kid, a little bit better than the first one, but actually, looking back, I have to say that this one's a lot cooler than this one. I'm not saying this one's bad, it's awesome, but this one will always be the best. And yeah, very good voice acting. Most of the actors and actresses come back to Respire to reprise the roles again. James Earl Jones as Mufasa, thankfully, came back. And yeah, very good songs in here, like a Upendi, let's see what else is there. Love Will Find a Way, My Lullaby, which is kind of like a newer version of Be Prepared, basically. There's also, what's it called? He Lives in You, which is actually a song that was actually in the Broadway production play for this one. And a lot of people crap on this film, but I actually love this film a lot. And I never found anything wrong with it, really. This one's actually shorter compared to the first one. This one's an hour 21 minutes. The first one was let's see, an hour 28. So yeah, it's a pretty short movie, but well worth a watch. For those who probably haven't heard of this one, definitely check it out. If you want to rent it before you own it, then I mean, do what you gotta do. But yeah, definitely a very good one to watch with the family. Once again, and thank you guys for tuning in and supporting me and all that stuff. And I've now reached 61 subscribers, excuse me. And yeah, so I appreciate everyone's support. Keep on subbing and doing what you do. And yeah, and I'll talk to you guys later.